You just put it in. And then it adds. As you can see, it adds so much right now. Does it look good? Does this hairpiece, not a wig, does this hairpiece suit me, viewers? I was so paranoid of them doing that I had, every morning I would super pin my wig in and I would test yank it. I would literally test yank my own wig in case somebody was gonna come and try to snatch it. Well, it came in handy this time because, you know what? Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. And I was stuck on, I was terrified of ghosts when I was a kid. Terrified of the creepy spookies. And so I was stuck on like the Shadow Temple because I was just too scared. I couldn't be. Did I fool him? Because I thought I did. I was like, whoo, I fooled him, you know. I fooled them. Now he'll go tell the rest that it's definitely not a wig because he checked. But now looking back, I kind of wonder if maybe he knew, you know, and he was just respecting me in a way. Guess I'll never know now. Oh my freaking God. Burr, 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 burr. Sam Zogg's Early 2000s Diary, Part 3. March 5th, 2001. Dear Diary, today was the first day of 3 term. I guess that means term 3. My new classes are Fine Arts, B1, French, Spanish, German. Wow, I do not remember learning that many languages as a 12-year-old. And healthy lifestyles. I wonder if that class was like, I don't even, if it was like a sample. That seems like a lot of language to be insisting a 12-year-old learn. So I imagine it was maybe like a combined intro class or something. Or maybe I just took a little of all 3. Maybe I was trying to find the right language for me, because later I did go on to do German. So maybe this was just me testing the waters like I do. Oh man, I used to have this health teacher that was just an utter nightmare. He was such like a jock, and he used to like tell everybody to eat raw eggs for breakfast. And I remember he used to love picking on me. I would always kind of like, I would work out hard, but I would do it my way because I just can't help but be Sam. And he loved picking on me. Pick up your feet! Why are you lifting your legs on the machine like that? I don't know what I'm doing, man. Do I look like a person that lifts weights? I mean, I exercise, but maybe I should be. Maybe I should be a person that lifts weights. Moving on. During lunch, I played outside with Celeste. Celeste was one of my very best friends growing up. I remember that I always felt a little bit sad for her because she was just one of those all-star girls, you know, the one that just is smart and athletic and cool and nice, and a woman of God is what she was as well. And I was just a little bit of a weird one compared, but we were close friends for a while. When I very first moved in, because she was the kind of person who would befriend, you know, the new person. We were spinning around in circles when Clark came over and asked, "What are you doing?" We told him, and he tried it. We were all laughing. Oh, that's really wholesome. A bunch of like little kids like woo, just spinning. That's what we were doing. Wholesome moment. Clark was my other best friend. He was probably more my actual best friend because we used to hang out all the time and play video games and stuff. But we were boy and girl, so there became a point where that started to get a bit awkward. But I used to hang out with him and all the cul-de-sac boys all the time, and they loved making fun of me. But I mean, I was considered kind of cool because I was like the gamer girl, you know. I played video games, so I guess I was cool. Well, okay, I wouldn't go that far. I would not say I was cool, but I was acceptable because I could at least play, you know. I could keep up with the guys. We were all laughing. Then Marco, Ronell, etc. were standing at the bottom of the hill. She threw a rock but missed. Why are we throwing rocks at our fellow children? It's funny that I bring up Ronell because he's actually another strange story from my childhood that I kind of forgot about for a long time, but I used to be kind of good friends with him as well. I remember I was playing Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and I was terrified of ghosts when I was a kid, terrified of the creepy spookies, and so I was stuck on like the Shadow Temple because I was just too scared. I couldn't beat it. So Ronald came over one time and he beat it for me. And I remember we were trading Pokemon cards one time on the playground, or I guess it was in the hallway. And he had a card that I wanted. I can't even remember what it was, but I remember that he traded me for something that was not near as good just because he wanted it. And in retrospect, I think there was probably another reason why he gave me his special Pokemon card. That just didn't even occur to me. Quite sad. In fact, there are a few different moments. One moment, I have a hair condition that causes my hair to fall out. Alopecia areata. I've had it since I was a kid. I remember I always used to hide it, and one year I came back with a wig to school, and everybody knew, but I pretended like it was my real hair. Obviously it was not. And I remember there was this one moment where the kids had all made fun of me. A bunch of them had like cornered me in the hall and tried to yank my wig off, and I remember that like I was so paranoid of them doing that I had every morning I would super pin my wig in and I would test yank it. I would literally test yank my own wig in case somebody was gonna come and try to snatch it. Well, it came in handy this time because you know what, they yanked it but it did not come off. And at that point, I think they all felt a bit awkward and confused. And I was screaming and defending myself, and I think they realized they were being little buttholes. And I got away somehow. But I remember later that day, Ronell approached me alone. Cute. Oh, elementary memories. And he just came up to me and was like, hey, he might have been a spy for them. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. That is something they would do because he was considered one of the cool kids, you know. I like to think he was doing it out of good intentions, but he approached me and asked me, he's like, hey, is that really not a wig? Is that your real hair? And I remember that I just was like, yeah, it's not a wig. It was a wig. And I remember he took his hand and he like put my bangs up. And I remember I just flinched because I was like, oh God, he's gonna see the line. He's gonna know it's not. And I remember he just kind of like seemed sad and just said, oh, I guess it's not. Okay, bye. And then he just walked off. And it's kind of a sad memory now that I think about it. Oh, getting a little sentimental over here. And I kind of wonder, you know, did I fool him? Because I thought I did. I was like, whoo, I fooled him, you know. I fooled them. Now he'll go tell the rest that it's definitely not a wig because he checked. But now looking back, I kind of wonder if maybe he knew, you know, and he was just respecting me in a way. Guess I'll never know now. Next, she threw another rock and hit. Why are we throwing rocks at these guys? I guess they were kind of like the cool kids that used to harass you a little bit. Maybe that was just the dynamic. We ran away before they could do anything about it. I know it wasn't very nice, but it was kind of fun. You know, more and more I'm learning that is the truth of life. Sometimes the funnest things aren't always the most civilized. Later, on the bus, Ronell was poking me and Cassie in the back of the head. Cassie was another one of my best friends. She was the only girl that was taller than me, because I was a giraffe compared to everybody except for Cassie. Cassie just dwarfed everybody, including most of the guys. And so I was good friends with Cassie because we were the tall weirdos. I had some weird, also I stayed over at her house one time and there was some weird, I don't know, like she had told a bunch of ghost stories and I swear there was something moving around in the dark that night. That's all I can say about that. I swear I heard some things. He said, Ronell, if Celeste was here, I'd hit her so hard with that thing. It was a rolled up poster. I asked why. He said, she hit me with a rock. I think that's fair, Ronell. You know, I think that's fair in retrospect. Then I whispered to Cassie, I didn't think he saw us. We're standing at the top of a hill. How the heck are they not going to see you throwing rocks at them? Oh, to be young and not really understand things. Okay. Today, instead of going to Dr. Seuss's birthday, I spelled Dr. Seuss totally wrong, but that's okay. Honestly, I'm not even sure I could spell it now. Seuss. Is that how you spell his name? I'm gonna check later, see if I'm right or wrong. The way that I spelled it this time is Suesse apostrophe S. Seuss's. That's not correct, but good try. I must have phonetically sounded that one out. Today, instead of going to Dr. Seuss's birthday, we're me and Mom, going to the mall to get some hair pieces. Oh, I was just talking about wigs. So instead of going to Dr. Seuss's birthday, which is something that probably would have been kind of fun, I ended up getting some wigs. That sucks. Could I not do the birthday party and get a wig? I liked Dr. Seuss. I still like Dr. Seuss. We're going to the mall to get some hair pieces. Not wigs. Just things to make it look like you have more hair. Since I had a really negative association with wigs, to the point that I kind of rejected wigs for all of my life because I was just so traumatized and they don't look natural. And you know, it's kind of true, but you can get better wigs. A few years ago, I kind of tried to embrace wigs because my hair just keeps falling out, and it just seems like I kept hoping that one day my hair would grow back and I just have normal hair like normal people. But at this point in my life, I think I just have to accept that chances are I'm probably just going to be a little bit bald for the rest of my life, so might as well start enjoying that wig life, you know. But I made a very clear distinction that this was not a wig, it was just a hairpiece to make you look like you have more hair. And I actually still have it. I could probably go grab it. Yeah, I was doing some cleaning a while back and I found some things. I'm pretty sure that this is like the hairpiece. I'm pretty sure these are my old hairpieces, guys. Yeah. I'm pretty sure these are the exact ones too. Kind of wonder how that would look. See? Look at that. It's just like a little, you know, it's got the little clip right there. Yeah, just put that in your hair to make it cover up, you know. You just put it in. And then it adds. As you can see, it adds so much right now. Here's another one, but maybe I shouldn't be. Oh, these are actually extensions. So this is the hair piece I was talking about. This is actually some hair extensions from way back in the day that I just kept on a hold of for some reason in case I want somebody to use my old hair extensions. Does it look good? Does this hairpiece, not a wig, does this hairpiece suit me, viewers? All right, maybe we'll just keep this on. Actually, never mind. I can't take myself seriously like that. Maybe I'm not supposed to take myself seriously. Whoa! I mean, I do have some of that in areas. Let me see if I can find a... Started falling out over here a little bit, but right now my hair's just kind of like, you know, thin in back. It's maybe a little more bald. Maybe I'll give you guys a see like that. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Here's hoping you guys can see what I'm sure you can see it. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I've been dealing with, so there's that. That's my condition that I've had since I was a kid. So yeah, that's my autoimmune condition that makes my hair fall out that I have had since I was a kid. And this is also my hairpiece from when I was a kid. I think it may even be the exact hairpiece from that moment because I can't think of another time that I got another hairpiece like that. Well, I don't know. This could be one. I may have gotten one when I was adult. Yeah, no. The adult one was those hair extensions. That's what it was. So yeah, this probably is from when I was a kid. Let's finish this out before things get too loud around these parts. Going to the mall to get some hair pieces, not wigs, just things to make it look like you have more hair. Quite the distinction there. But I'm going to take some money just in case I come across some Harry Potter merchandise or something. Oh my freaking God. I'm going to take some money just in case I come across some Harry Potter merchandise or something. This is like early fandom stuff, I suppose. Harry Potter is my new obsession. Burr, 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 burr. Okay. Write you later. Sincerely, Samantha. Very sincerely. And look, I drew a little butterfly, and that was how I signed my name at the time. Kind of looks like a treble clef a little bit. I think that's where I got the idea. Alright guys, well, I'm glad this one was shorter than the other ones, because when I started this series, I intended them to be just short little videos, but I feel like it's much more interesting if I go off on some tangents and talk about some stories of my life. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time, my fellow Gryffindors. You know, that's actually a good question. What's your Gryffindor house? Also, do you have any experience with like alopecia, autoimmune stuff gumming up your childhood? When I was a kid, to answer my own Harry Potter question, when I was a kid, I wanted very much to be a Ravenclaw. When I took the Pottermore quiz, I got the Hufflepuff results. Super disappointed. But I have since decided that I am in fact a Gryffindor, because that's the house that you choose. That's the house that you choose for yourself. And that's the house I want to be a part of. See you guys next time.